It's safe to say Juvia wants to f the crap out of Grey. I mean, she is one of the greater characters in Fairy Tail, and I know the arguments. She's creepy, she's stalkerish, but let's be honest, she's fine as hell, so it is what it is. But on a more serious note, when we look past the obvious tropes she displays, her character is actually a model example of the overall theme behind Fairy Tail, the true depth of genuine friendship, even if she wants to be more than friends with Grey. Welcome to Juvia Lockser. We have to look into Juvia's backstory in order to understand why she is the way that she is, and why clinging to Grey is more of a strategic thematic move than cheap Guna writing by Hiro Mashima. As a child, it always rained wherever she was. It got so bad that this socially isolated her from everyone she came across, because they saw her presence as a nuisance. And when you're a child and the world reacts to you like you're a walking inconvenience, you internalize that. So she became emotionally distant, cold, and withdrawn, which is exactly who we meet at the beginning of the Phantom Lord arc, because the rain she created was symbolic of her depression. She is the walking rain cloud that pushes people away, but it all changes when she meets Grey. Now, in light of this serious situation, saving Lucy from Phantom Lord, this fight almost feels like a gag, but it's actually one of the most important character introductions in the series, because this is the moment that sets Juvia's entire trajectory, and why joining Fairy Tail was her only real destination. During the fight, Grey notices the rain covering the battlefield. He doesn't view the rain like everyone else did. He doesn't treat it like she's a burden. He analyzes it tactically, like a mage fighting another mage. To him, the rain is a battlefield condition, not a character flaw, just magic. Juvia, however, she was ready to hop on that Grey, no questions asked, and her thirst for it actually distracted her from fighting properly. But then something important happens. Grey says the rain is depressing. Now to Grey, that's an observation. To Juvia, that's personal, because she is the rain. So she goes on the offensive. She fights harder, but to defend herself. And then Grey defeats Juvia. But more importantly, the sky clears for the first time in her life. And then he compliments her. That moment right there, that's the turning point, because during the entire fight, Grey never once rebuked Juvia as a person. He never blamed her for the rain. He never treated her like a nuisance. He saw her as a mage and as a person, and fought her regardless of the baggage she came with. Yes, Juvia clings to Grey because she finds him attractive, but more importantly, he accepts her presence. And when you spent your entire childhood being treated like an inconvenience, acceptance feels like love. Now let's address the stalker tendencies, the obtuse behavior, the over-the-top obsession. This could very easily be explained through Juvia's introverted upbringing. Introverts are often socially reclusive, and while many people believe they simply like being alone, sometimes the solitude is actually a defense mechanism, or even a cry for help. As a kid, Juvia was outcasted, so yes, her connection to Grey is freaky, but it could also be the behavior of someone who finally found a place, someone who finally found a friend. When we watch Fairy Tail, we understand its largest theme, friendship. No matter how hard someone's life has been, no matter how strange they seem, they can be accepted. So for Juvia, the real reason she's in love with Grey is because Grey is Juvia's first friend. And yes, she's also a freak, but that's what I think. If you think differently, let me know down in the comments. Once again, my name's AOI-KUN, and this was my synopsis.